Hey everyone, so today I am going to be showing you how to achieve this really dramatic, really smoky New Year's Eve, New Year's look. So I'm going to zoom you in so you can get an idea of what exactly it is that we're going to be doing today. And just starting in on this side of my face, where obviously I don't have the eye makeup applied as such, I actually already accidentally went in with some eyeliner and just using my typical define a line eyeliner. I went in and tight lined as well as went into my waterline. So I'm gonna skip that step. I do also already have some Urban Decay primer potion on my eye as well. So because we are going to be using all Drugstore brand, the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using today is the Blush Nudes. So kind of all have a pinkishy theme to them. This is what each of the colors look like. Obviously I've used it before, but going in first with this pink shade here, it almost has a purplish undertone to it, but just gathering that on my brush, I'm going to go in with my big smoky or big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to put that all over my eyelid as well as bring it into the crease just slightly, like that. And once I kind of have a good base going, then I'm going to go in with this shade here. What the theme I'm kind of going for is still really smoky, but still have a almost lavender moonlight-y look to it. So by combining these two colors, it really created a shade that I really liked. So gathering some of that on my brush, I'm just gonna go in and blow off some excess. I'm basically just going to bring that all over that same purple shade that we had just put in. And this creates the effect of almost like a lavender undertone. I'm going to make sure that those edges are all blended, because we obviously want it to match on both sides, as well as in that inner crease. Make sure that's all blended out. And yeah, as you can see, I did already do my eyebrows. I just kind of wanted to have that out of the way so I don't have to worry about it. I just get my hair out of here. So that's kind of the result of what we have already. I am just going to gather a little bit more of that cool tone shade on my brush and just blow off the excess again. Really pack that in that outer V area and into my crease. Make sure that's all blended. So now, using a more compact brush, I'm just going to take this shade here, and this I really like because it does have some gold and purple undertones to it, but really, really dark and buildable. So blow off the excess of that, and I'm just going to pack this in the outer V, which is going to be like, if you imagine you're creating a V shape just like this, that's going to be where you're going to put all of that darker shade. I'm just going to really blend that into my crease, as well as bring that down in a V shape, and then blend that out. Now everything's looking pretty shimmery so far. But that's okay, because for a New Year's Eve look, obviously I'm not too opposed to having excess shimmer. So now, using that same really, really dark purple undertone, gold undertone, dark shade that we just used in that outer V, I'm just going to put that on a smaller fluffy brush. Like, see if I can get that to focus, not on my hand. There we go. And I'm just gonna bring that all along my lower lash line. Just like that. Make sure to blend that up into that outer V so it's all cohesive. And then also taking some of that first purple shade, blow off the excess of that. I'm just gonna put that all on the outer lower lash line. Bring that up almost like a line to help create that shape, that like sharp smoky shape. So now here is where I'm gonna do some highlighting shade, just using the same palette, because we might as well just kind of stick to the same. I'm gonna take the lightest shade with a fluffy brush like this, just get some of that on that fluffy brush and put that up on my brow bone and really blend out the edges, because I don't want it to be too super light underneath. But underneath the brow bone, we can have it being that really potent white shade. Gather a little bit more on my brush and just put this in my inner tear duct. Bring it just underneath my tear duct and then just up, blend that up. Because I don't want it to be this super dramatic difference. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I really want that purple shade to come out really prominent. So on this eye, what I did, I'm just gonna gather a little bit more of that purple shade that we originally started with, and blowing off the excess, kind of go over the very edge of where we blended in that smoky shade, and then just bring this out into the inner crease. So that front area has more of a purple undertone to it. Now, for eyeliner, I'm going to first use just my standard Define a Line eyeliner in that inner tear duct. Bring just a little bit of that, and then with the little smudger end, I'm just going to smudge that so that it's a more smoky line as opposed to kind of harsh eyeliner line. And then for eyeliner, and I will be listing the products that I use down below just because this may be coming out backwards, but I'm using the Master Precise eyeliner. And then per my normal eyeliner routine, what I'm just going to do is apply a really thin line across the base of my eyelashes. And then kind of make a thicker end to that. I'm going to recap it so I can get a little bit more ink down to the end. Doesn't look super perfect, but I will be applying false eyelashes with some black glue, which kind of helps to form the line a little better too. So with the wing, I did want a really dramatic winged look, just because for New Year's Eve, I'm always going to be doing slightly more dramatic makeup. Oh, So there's the line that we're starting with. And then sharpen up that outer end. Just gonna clean up that, fill it in. Just realized I'm like not showing it at all. So sorry. It's gonna be a moment in each video apparently. So that's the eyeliner. And so far, this is the conjoined look that we kind of have going. So I'm just going to apply some mascara. The mascara that I'm going to be using is the, and again, Drugstore brand. I just realized that my primer wasn't a Drugstore brand. But we can forget about that and just use whatever kind of primer that you have available. But anyway, for mascara, the one I'm going to be using is the Colassal Spider Effect. And this just helps to give me like a really clumpy, thickened eyelash look. I don't like using it on my bottom eyelashes, however, just because it doesn't stick to my eyelashes like the way that it does to my top eyelashes. And I'm just gonna get a quick layer of this going so that when I have my false eyelashes on, they kind of have something to blend into. But because again I don't like using this on my bottom eyelashes, I'm going to be then using my just regular Falsies Volume Express on my bottom eyelashes. So make sure I'm not completely blocking your guys' view of this. I'm going to let that dry and then just add another layer in just a moment. So for falsies, I'm using some kind of dramatic falsies. I need to actually look at the box once more, but I will list the products down below as to what kind I'm using. But these false eyelashes, they're really, really long, and they're supposed to be a more natural kind of falsie, but they still look pretty dramatic once you have them on. So I'm just going to apply my, I'm going to zoom you guys out, just because it's not really necessary for you to be that close anymore. I'm going to apply glue all along the edge of my falsie. And this is obviously optional. I'm just trying to go for a more dramatic look. New Year's Day is actually my boyfriend's birthday, so I'm very excited about that. And then we're just going to lay that as close as we can to my lash line. It almost actually looks like it's laying on my eyelashes right now, but that's practically the way that you want it to be. Sorry if I'm like getting right up in the way. I'm just gonna stick these. Ooh, I hate that. I get stuck to the tweezers. But I'm just gonna stick these as close to my lashes as I can using these tweezers, setting down the edges. Just like that. And I think I'm even on the actual day of New Year's Eve, I'm going to be using even more dramatic false eyelashes. I'm going to be putting, we are going to a little DJ dance festival, I think, for New Year's Eve, and so that's why I'm going with a more dramatic look. I'm really excited for this and channeling all of the dancey feels. So the last finishing step that I did for this look, I will actually zoom you in just once more for this, is I took a really shimmery powder. It's just like a Wet n Wild Mega Shimmer. I can't even tell you how long I've had this. It basically looks like this. Super, super shimmery, sparkly. Smells just like vanilla. It's amazing. I'm just going to take this little brush here and gather some of that product. And after I did have everything else on my eye, I just took some of this and just put it in the very middle of my eye. And it's almost like adding a highlight shade on your face because it just helps to bring a little bit more definition to the middle portion of your eye. And so, last finishing step, I am just going to pop off my bottom eyelashes with some mascara. Forgot to do that on this eye as well, so might as well, just while I'm here. Okay, so this is the finalized look. Very, very shimmery. Apologize if this glue isn't appearing to be dry just yet, but so super dramatic winged eyeliner look. I am going to list all the makeup products basically that I used down below. My hair is like not even done today, but I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I am super excited for New Year's. I'm sorry I didn't come out with more holiday looks before the actual holiday season, but I will be doing it for this upcoming season, don't be worried. And I probably will just be coming out with a couple belated